Estate planning is a spiritual process before it's a mechanical process. It's actually perhaps one of the most important elements of Christian stewardship. And it all begins by understanding that the earth is the Lord's and everything that it contains. God is the owner of the fruit tree. He gives you a job to manage the orchard. You need to fertilize the trees. You need to prune the trees for maximum production, but God will do what only He can do by supplying the sunshine and the rain. You know, these trees are a few months away from full production, but eventually the fruit will set on and it will grow and it will mature, and in late summer, early fall, there will be a harvest. If one imagined that 100 bushels of fruit was harvested from these trees, then you can kind of think about, how would I split that up? Of course, some of the fruit will be collected in the form of what? An income tax to pay for the operation of the government around us. The problem arises when those with taxing authority fail to understand that these trees belong to God. And in some instances, they want to tax not some of the fruit, they literally want to cut off limbs of these trees, or maybe even saw down the entire tree. And in our fruit analogy, the trees belong to God. And so as a good Christian steward, I feel a need to protect God's trees. I don't want the government chopping off productive limbs. I don't want the government sawing down the entire tree and taking it out of production either. So as a Christian steward, what I've learned is that I can build a protective fence around the orchard God has given me to manage. That protective fence will oftentimes be made out of our charitable tax code here in the United States, whereby our rules and regulations allow me to keep God's trees producing fruit for me, for my family, and for the kingdom of God throughout the world. If you're interested in that aspect of stewardship, I sure hope you'll contact us and give us a chance to talk to you about building a protective fence around the portion of God's orchard that you manage in order to make Him look good.